Hello and welcome back to the Bump Out Podcast. My name is Hayden Short and I'm joined by my best mate, Adrian Messner, live from Banff, Canada. Adrian, can you sense a twang in my voice?
Hayden, my buddy, how are you? Doing really well here in Vancouver. We're not even in Vancouver, actually. We're
Sorry,
in Banff.
let me clear my throat. Sorry, that was just someone else.
Bit of native tongue, I think.
I've just felt something and thought maybe I'll just be who we are, where we are.
Where we are, that's right, yes. You might think, geez, I've tuned into the wrong podcast here.
Because look at the backdrop.
Look at the backdrop, guys.
Usually it's a beautiful Brisbane Broncos backdrop. But right now, we're in Banff, Canada.
Say it's just a little bit better. Like you got,
the
things that you love in life, and the views. And you got
my friends,
Brisbane
my family,
Broncos,
my wife.
And then you got Brisbane Broncos.
Aaron Clark.
And then on top of that, this view.
On top of Aaron Clark. Apologies,
actually,
Aaron.
sorry, no, let's readjust. Aaron Clark, number one.
Yeah, so we'll go to it straight away then. We didn't have it in the notes. This isn't anything about the prelim, but the other day we were in the spa and sauna, as you would have seen from our story.
Oh, everyone would have seen.
Shout out we'll get to it straight away. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at bumpout.podcast. And we're in the spa. We see the Live League Live Lounge.
League Live Lounge?
Yeah, with SJ. You might know him. We've brought him up a few times, Sean Johnson. And we see this special guest. Leading up to the Dally M's, you see a bloke named Aaron Clark. We see that he has Instagram now. SJ, obviously, with a huge presence on social media, shouts him out. And we see this, we thought, nah, surely not. We've been waiting for this day since we started. 2 years.
Literally.
Shout out to the wind if you can hear us, or hopefully you can hear us.
Hopefully you can't hear the wind.
Yeah.
But you can just hear us.
Exactly. And then we thought we'd give him a follow and message him. Effing oath, Aaron. Taking out the expletives because we're in Canada. Everyone's very apologetic and they're quite nice here.
Yep.
We're your number one fans.
Very cringe.
He messaged us
back.
By
the way, very cringe.
He messaged us back. Thanks, bro. Seeing you boys around.
Seeing your videos.
Hey,
appreciate
follow.
You boys.
That's what he said. Did he say he wants to have a beer with us? Yes.
But that's non-disclosed information.
Did he send us an X?
Disclosed. Maybe he knows us. He's obviously had a listen because we are big X guys. And I know what you're thinking.
No.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah.
Mind out of the gutter. We're in Canada.
We actually talked about the Threads and X thing recently, actually.
We did, yes.
Reach out if you want to...
I didn't even realise that Twitter had changed from X. Yeah, maybe. Reach out if you really want us to get on there.
Oh, and X. Oh, good stuff. Look at us with the double entendre.
X and XX.
The XX. Yeah, the X.
Yes.
We're big kiss and hug guys. Why do we say love you at the end?
Literally, yeah. We
spreading the love
all the time.
But how are you feeling?
Pretty good.
Huge push.
How do I sound? I hope I sound better than I feel.
I think you do.
But then I also think that I feel better than most Penrith fans this morning.
Oh, yeah.
At least I said to you before we left last night, if anyone doesn't know, we are in Banff, Canada.
Yep.
Hence the view. And I said to you last night, geez, I really hope that I just haven't been following losing teams in the finals.
I said, please follow Penrith. And you said, nah.
I said,
no. The Bronx here.
Sticking strong. Sticking strong. And, mate, we went and got the dub. Yeah. What a night it was. I can't believe that we walked home at 2 o'clock in the morning.
We did.
Don't tell our wives if anyone asks. We caught a taxi.
It may have been close to probably 6 degrees.
Wasn't it
the coldest night?
It was crisp, but it wasn't freezing.
No, during the day, going up the top of the mountains on the gondola and stuff, that was colder.
That would have been...
That was probably, I reckon, minus 10.
I think
with the wind.
It was 6, but felt like 3.
Yeah.
But I got to say, that wind chill was colder than 3.
That was way colder than 3.
Way colder than 3.
That was colder than snow.
Crazy.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Normally do a wave.
Yeah, and actually, how good is this view? Reach out. Comment, please. If you're watching, comment.
Yes.
And if you're not watching, you can also comment on Spotify as well.
Just
Shout out to Music Man.
Music Man. Avid fan.
He is. Big guy.
Well done.
And thanks, Patrick, for driving around the world for us. Flying around the world, rather.
Thanks, Pat.
And recording this podcast for us. Producer Pat.
Thanks.
All right, Mez, let's get into it. Friday, 7:50 p.m. Well, not for us. But the Melbourne Storm defeated the Cronulla Sharks 22-14. I was going to say I'm not really sure where to start in the Broncos game, but this one, we'll just start with, in these games, you need to win your one-on-one battles.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't mean he start really well. Getting the ball out the back of a nice shape, skipping Iro. It's so sad to say. Sorry, there's a tear dropping from my eye.
There is.
Skipping one of the best, one of the rookies of the year, one-on-one, out to Warbrick, scoring the opening points. That's when you know maybe the boys are on. Because their edges have been leaky, and specifically the centres.
Well, I think that it was pretty evident from the start. Like, you had Jerome Hughes being included, no Pezzett at all.
Yep.
Pretty hard done by, do you think? Not to be in the 17 at all?
It's just strategy, man, and look how it worked out.
And when you have Wishart, you probably don't You just don't need that.
And Wishart, what did he play? It felt like 8 to 12 minutes max.
If that.
Because it was just rolling.
Well, that's
they
exactly
didn't,
where
didn't send the traffic at Jerome Hughes.
Exactly. They didn't.
I think I read he made like 8 tackles or so.
Yeah, they didn't do it like when
the Broncos
did.
Pia quarter straight at him.
Yeah.
Ball and broken arm.
That's
broken
exactly what
forearm
you
or
need.
something like
But
that. Yeah.
I think you already mentioned it. Some really good work through the middle, mate. Like, once they pinned Kennedy at Marco, specifically for this try, they got Chris ball to Hughes, who then fakes the kick, which makes Mulatalo just stay that little bit deeper. And then Idon needed to make that decision, rushed up and got bounced.
Which is a positive and negative because they've built that foundation. They've built the trust.
Yeah.
And I know he hasn't had many games Idon this season, as many as he'd like, but Mulatalo is such a confidence player. Comes out, probably makes an error in the air, makes an error defensively, doesn't care, comes back and scores the tries anyway.
Resilient, very resilient. Player, but like you said, those one-on-ones, man, it was exactly where the game was won, really.
Something we need to bring up, the service of Brayley early. Yeah. From a hooker. Thoughts, shocking. But we're hearing on the grapevine that he had an injury coming into the game in the warm-up.
Oh,
so I don't know if it's a forearm or wrist or something. I didn't read up on it.
If it's going to affect your service, it has to be maybe like even a back injury, maybe.
Okay, to bend, to
trying
fully
to get
the extension.
You really want to try and get as deep as you can, and in that one motion, have
early,
that nice
early
crisp ball, early crisp ball, which is what he's really good at.
Especially to the halves, they've been thriving off him. Yeah.
But if he did get an injury, that would be to their demise, obviously. To their demise. But what else, mate? Piggyback penalties, yardage penalties. The halftime feel was just the Storm was on top, wasn't it? Yeah. Like, realistically. I think their halves were combining. Harry Grant was just feeding them. They were well and truly on top. And Cameron Munster was just running first. Yeah. Hughes was doing a lot of organising. It was... I don't know. It was really... Yeah, you needed to friggin'... I don't even know where to go with that.
Well, 16-8 Storm, halftime.
Yeah. Sharks, they were well and truly on top.
Yeah, Sharks just didn't feel like they're in the game. You can't make this many errors coming out of your own end in attack. We don't want to point out anyone, but the Nico Hines one, getting the ball. Like they finally built the momentum to move forward. They made the meters, they got there, and then dropping the ball cold. Like you could just feel the Sharks fans deflate. Well, it was as a unit, everyone was just like, oh,
it was 20 missed tackles as well at halftime. 20 to the Storm's 8. Yeah. So defensively, I think we even spoke about Wilton and Colquhoun. Like, admittedly, Colquhoun only had 1 missed tackle for the whole game. Yep. Yet it led to a try. Yep. It's all about those moments and those key moments in a finals game. You can't be slipping that that intensity, that concentration.
And does McInnes miss that tackle? You could argue he puts in a bit more effort than those boys, so maybe. Yeah. But that's a late on in the game missed tackle. That's not a first half missed tackle.
Yeah, that's the thing.
From Jerome Hughes.
It's circumstantial. I'll try English.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But the resurgence of Will Kennedy, though, great movement and ball for Katoa. Yeah. To Katoa for the Sharks for the first try. Is he on the Perth Bears radar hit list?
I think he might have to be. I think if you're looking for budget options who aren't going to break the bank.
That's the thing. I've been thinking, we've been talking about this for a while, but people are saying the money shouldn't be in their fullback. Well, I totally disagree, but I understand where they're going. It should be in the Tinos up front. Yep. To build for the backs.
Yeah, you need foundation.
Maybe one winger who's underrated, like you could even go like a Broncos who's missing out, like a Jesse Arthurs, coming out of their own end, do a job. That's exactly and then you go a big 6 or 7 with a spot filler in the back who's just consistent.
I think there's going to be a spot filler either in that second half position or in that fullback position. They're not going to be able to balance their salary cap enough to be able to have like gun all throughout the spine. It's not. You're not going to build Melbourne in a year and a half.
Who do you think would be a front runner with him if we're just going off the top of the dome?
I think Jaden Campbell.
Oh, not halves? Imagine going Will Kennedy with Jaden.
You sign Jaden Campbell and you say, listen, you're pretty much going to be able to choose where you want to play.
Yeah, you play what's best for us.
Once we have our
Titans.
Squad, because he can play 1, 6 or 7. Yep. So I think you just bring him in and you say you can go wherever you like, essentially, and we can just build around you. If you want to be our first marquee signing, like your dad was to the Gold Coast Titans, you can have a similar path, or he decides to stay on that same path, and just stay at the Titans. I don't know. All right. Do not know.
We haven't done any videos on this guy, but Utoi Kamanu, is that the best first stint we've seen from him? Including Origin, including all the finals experience they have in the Storm. He has risen, and he's one of the best forwards coming into the end of the year. Yeah. For sure. Obviously, we've got Payne Haas, it's an anomaly, but Utoi Kamanu, Tigers fans, you'd be sad.
He'd be very sad. He was damaging.
It's
He
incredible.
was absolutely damaging. In one hit up,
Yeah.
he had 3 tackle breaks. And who did he fend off?
Mm.
AFB, Rudolph, Wilton,
Yeah.
and then he palms off Jesse Colquhoun. 4 forwards in one run.
Yeah. You talk about a coaching masterclass. Was Craig Bellamy in the voting for the coach of the year?
No,
I don't think he
he
was.
wasn't.
So
He wasn't.
You could say that this is what you want. I know we talked about the resurgence of the Broncos, Canberra Raiders
Yeah.
going from picked last to first.
Yeah.
And then we had, who else was the other one?
Serraldo was the other one.
Another one.
Yeah.
People thought you were a few years away from the top 4.
Yeah.
Boom. Second or third year.
I don't
But Itoika Manu, you'd be hitting yourself.
You'd be
As a
absolutely...
Tigers fan.
Well, he's gone from... Essentially, they came last year, didn't they?
Yep.
He's gone from spoon to grand final
Yep.
in 1 year.
Mm.
I think it's only been done by a certain amount of forwards. I did see a list the other day,
Yep.
maybe 10 or 12 names,
Mhm.
just off the dome. But, mate, it is a coaching masterclass, I think.
Yeah.
You look at Eli Katoa, a guy with so
Mm.
much potential, very similar to Itoika Manu.
Yep.
Different positions, but very similar in talent
Yeah.
and promise.
Mm.
And you just see what he's turned into. And I think it does coincide
Mm.
with him leaving Origin camp, suffering a loss. We did notice at the game that he had a very good period
Yep.
in that game 3, and he was probably our pick of the forwards for that night.
Yeah, especially like bringing the team back.
Yeah.
the halves didn't help him and the outside backs too, but he led the way. Looking tired.
Looking tired.
But
But
he hasn't looked like that since.
Nah, he
He's
hasn't.
looked incredible.
I think he might have had a bit of reflection and went, nah, I need to let's just nip that up a little bit. And Craig would have seen that as well, being there, being an advisor for
Yeah.
New South Wales as well.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Well, talking about the coaching masterclass, Talakai, Kafusi, Hamlin Ueli.
Oh,
for
the bench
Sharks.
rotation.
Mate, they're building really good momentum for the Sharks, get down the field. They get to halfway. Hines then gives short to Burns, who breaks through to Ramey and to Katoa try.
Yeah.
That's what you need. That is exactly what you need. The luxury of having Katoa at the end and Mulatalo at the end is just incredible. Ramey, I think, needed to stand up in these centre battles, but then you come in one more.
Yeah.
The halves on form. Shout out to our boy Tricky.
Oh, tricky.
Tricky, salty, sneaky.
Tricky. Yeah,
Where's
and
that
also
come from?
Shifty.
Shifty.
And Shifty.
Shifty Sherwin.
Yeah, thank you.
Giving all these short names. If you know, you know. Building down the field, but getting the players on at the right times.
Yeah.
We talk about coaching masterclass. Craig Fitzgibbon, I wanted them to win for him.
Yeah.
I feel like they needed to give him something a bit better because we could say, is there an impact player on Dally M's? We've seen a few
There
things. Is
isn't.
that a fan pick?
They do an impact player for the
RLPA?
RLPA
Yep.
awards.
Okay.
And I think probably for our little awards that we may or may not do, I think
Yep.
we would probably have an impact player as well.
Yep.
Just because I think it's such a big part of the game now.
We talked about Colquhoun a little bit,
Mm.
but we're talking about Talakai, Kafusi, Hamlin Ueli.
Yeah.
That's not including the Rudolphs, like AFB coming on for his second stint, looking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did drop the ball in the ruck right in front of the line, which is another thing they'd be kicking themselves on.
Yeah.
But Talakai, should he have been 13? I know he's one of the best impact players for the last few years. Plays Origin, but Colquhoun, I think, is off a few injuries.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the finals experience. I know Talakai doesn't either.
Yeah.
But
I think it
would
just
you have
shows-
gone Talakai?
No. I think the role for Talakai himself
Yeah.
is good. Maybe I would have went, okay, let's play maybe a Hamlin Ueli, maybe a Kafusi.
Mhm.
I think he was just looking for someone to do a similar role to McInnes.
Yep.
That mobile
Slot
body,
in.
good laterally,
Yep.
just can get through the shit work.
Mm.
I don't know whether Colquhoun was that guy. Maybe you might have been better off playing Billy Burns through the middle,
Mate, we saw
putting
the week
Colquhoun in
before.
because if you're only you could have played Nikora extended minutes,
Mm.
and he played 35 in this.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of options, but I just think, yeah, they did well, I suppose, to hang into the game after the start that they had.
Yeah, we're up the Cronulla Sharks, but
Yeah, we're big up guys.
yeah, I'm disappointed in that one. Oh no, we're going to get it to the Broncos soon, and I'm going to
Yeah.
be happy again. But
I just if
Yeah.
you want to be critical, like
Yeah.
the Sharks now, they've gotten to 2 prelims in a row.
yeah,
But when push comes to shove, you cannot expect to hang around with the big boys with a defensive effort like that.
yeah.
Like, you just can't. And I think that's what you're seeing even in the next game that we're going to talk about. I know you're keen to get into it.
Mm.
But
Well, before we get to that, we'll move a little bit to the Storm. Pappenhausen has his Slater moment. Brilliant kick over the top from Munster.
Oh, yeah.
Under pressure, Pappy toes it forwards.
Slater moment.
Little tap through and try. I think it's a Slater moment.
Slater moment.
I think it's like
That's
a
a
smaller.
very big call.
It's a smaller.
It's definitely
Origin
smaller.
moment. Way smaller, but it's also in a prelim. under pressure.
Someone else kicked it.
Oh, no, but I'm thinking the kick over the top, yeah. It's like the little...
Oh, it was good to see. And
the
I'm not
Lockyer to
taking
Slater.
anything
No,
away.
Lockyer to Slater.
Yeah.
But I know he didn't re-kick it again, but he kicked it off the ground again.
Lockyer to
Is it
Slater.
as good? Is it as
Definitely
good?
not.
No way. And
No.
it's not in a huge moment. It's not in Origin.
Yeah.
Should
But
Pappy be there one day? Yes. I think he should be there one day. Is he going to get his time? You never know.
Probably not.
Shout out to Jared Croker.
Yeah.
A few of those guys who never played.
Yeah.
New South Wales probably should have.
Yeah.
I just feel like he had his Slater moment. I just wanted to chuck that in. Does
I
it mean
think he
anything? No.
I think he did have a Slater-ish moment.
Yeah.
Because he stood up, and they were also missing him when they beat the Bulldogs the week prior.
Yeah.
So, sorry, not the week prior, the 2 weeks prior.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying.
Mm.
Yeah. Look, they were
Anything
good.
else to
It
wrap
was-
it up? Anything?
To wrap the Storm up, I think it's going to be an exciting grand final because you get to see. I think Penrith were very similar to the way that the Storm played.
Yeah.
And we've seen the Broncos be able to come back and get them. So let's see if they play prolific at the start and then they try and grind it out to win the game. I just think that's going to play into the Broncos' hands a little bit.
Yeah.
But
we're
going to see, mate.
I did say to you live last night that I think that the Broncos played a more polished Storm, more talented Storm.
They were polished, bro. It was like 65.
Incredible.
They were polished.
They were playing for the win. They
Yeah.
weren't playing. They were defending the points, and I
Yeah.
think that's where their downfall was, the demise of the Panthers.
Yeah, I think
But
so.
moving on to it, Sunday 4:05 p.m. or 12:05 a.m. in Banff, Canada, saw the Brisbane Broncos defeating the Penrith Panthers 16-14. I can't even believe I'm saying that.
Boys.
I'm just going to read my notes how I feel they went because it's not going to make any sense because I was in my emotions and I was writing so many negative things about the Broncos early. But
Of course you were.
the best team on the day wins the game. It doesn't matter where you are, where you come from. It doesn't matter what part on the ladder. This Penrith side isn't just the best team on the day. They're the most complete side of the year. That's what I wrote.
I think they're the most complete side of the last
Since
6
round
years.
12 or so as well from this year. For specifically going on bad period, people are going to come at us. Broncos fans are going to watch this and they're going to be yelling at us. But you have to be positive where you are. Classy players, classy team. I'm going to cop a little bit of sun over here, but that's totally fine.
We can move around if you like.
Nah, it's all right. It's all good. The great teams make you play out of your comfort zone, and I felt like as Broncos couldn't roll down the field, we had to try the miracle plays. First was shut down by Tungo, who shows his finals experience and his worth. Mate, that guy hasn't been in form for 27 weeks.
Yeah.
Plays 3 or 4 games throughout the year, sprinkled in, and then
shuts
him and
down
Alamotti,
Shiva.
Alamotti, they've done. This just shows me the video work that they did.
Yeah.
Because what did they do on the other side? Walsh comes through, gets tackled by Cleary, same side, drops the ball coming out of his own end.
Yep.
Then they go the other way. They give a long ball. McLean intercepts it. That just changes momentum on every side. Yeah, I don't think it would have changed the game too much because we just have the balls to come back.
Yeah.
But if he wasn't offside, that's a video masterclass. It has to be.
But you got to think if he wasn't offside, that may be the moment that flushes you out of the game.
And the Broncos start doing silly stuff. I know we got
Yeah.
points, but there was still no points after both of these things in the first half. It ends 14-0 to Penrith. I'm going into the
14-0.
half. I'm writing down, this is what I've got. Outside backs let the middles down early. Karapani taking over the sideline, and then the Walsh dropping the ball in contact.
Yeah.
Tell me the stats on those boys in the middle. Who did you have? The stats on...
24 tackles for Smoothie in 22 minutes.
Where was he playing at 13?
And 23 for Pakes.
Mr. Pakes is
So
playing hooker.
they had that game plan to fatigue your middle, to run at your little boys. And I felt like they believed that if they had dominated that first 20, they would be able to go on and grind the game out and win.
Yep.
But
I think the two missing pieces was the attack, just a little bit of polish at the end, which
Yeah.
they lacked probably for 5 to 10 minutes. But Scott Sorensen, that would have ruined their rotation. Liam Henry comes on a bit earlier. When Isaiah Yeo a little bit more tired. Brian To'o, incredible. But then that little missed tackle at the end, not even a missed tackle, that little, what would you say, a little lapse in contact.
Yeah.
From a Lindsay Smith, Dylan Edwards.
contact.
The lapse in contact, and that's not, and he didn't do anything wrong. Brian To'o has carried the team on his back physically all game. 4 players in
All
tackles
year.
for a winger.
All year.
4 players in tackles for a winger. When do you ever see that?
Consistently.
Honestly, I don't know. I've never seen this many. Wendell Sailors, Lottie Tikiris. I've never seen this a winger like this. And shout out to Alamotti as well, which we talked about before.
Yeah.
Have this good of a performance and then one lapse tackle at the end, and I'm still going, bro, it's not his fault.
Yeah.
He can't carry you the whole game, and then you expect him to get there. Although you give you kudos to him for just backing it up, and also Lindsay Smith there. One of your middles being there, and Edwards coming across as well. Yeah. But Dean Mariner has his moment and wins the game, coming back from 14-0 down in the second half, scoring 16 points. I just can't believe it's ended up like this. I can't. I actually can't. I couldn't see a win.
It doesn't feel real still.
No. It was a late night, really early morning. I think I got to bed about 3:15, maybe 3:45.
Yeah.
I was just excited. I was still buzzing.
Yeah.
It was just, at the start, it was too many errors and standard build-up. Penrith was attacking our line, or even attacking the Penrith line. They just looked so confident in defence. I think that comes from the video work, but also finals experience. But then talking about Mr. Centre for New Zealand, Casey McLean, getting voted the Dally M Centre of the Year as well.
Yeah.
Mate, he's a smoky, man. He is. You could say, he's been way better than, Stag's been way better than him in the last 6 weeks. What about every other week before that?
Yeah. Look, the only thing is, with that position, I think Herbie's locked in, even though he did have a few games missed at the end of the year. I think his form was outstanding.
Has to be.
You can't go past him.
Mm-hmm.
If Crichton wins Captain of the Year, do they just go, why does he need to win
Maybe
Centre of the Year?
Maybe, and then give it to someone else.
In that category,
it's
probably McLean. Because you look at him at the start of the year, the slack that he was copping from not being able to supposedly pass to his winger.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, Jenkins goes on this try-scoring run.
Yeah.
That left edge is on fire.
Exactly, and why are they that good? It's not purely because of the passing threat, it's the running threat of McLean.
Yeah. And then you also got to think, they then add in the international in Brian To'o to his left wing, and To'o doesn't skip a beat. Like, that's a massive compliment.
And then who's inside him? Talangi.
Yeah.
As well.
Mate, I'm very surprised you guys... Look, you probably didn't really have the attacking shape to run at Talangi as I thought you would. No. You did like to go left and aim at Cleary.
Yeah.
Was it a similar game plan to the 2023 grand final? Maybe. Maybe you were trying to replicate.
The Willison as well coming on left side. Probably he was like dominating left.
Yeah.
It was Jensen Haas through the middle, although Haas at times was playing prop second row 13. The way he was linking up through the middle, which is I find good. It was quite good. I reckon that's a Haas thing. I reckon they go, how are you feeling? He goes, yeah, I'm good. I'll go.
I'm 80 today. He would have woke up today and told Madge, I'm 80 today.
80,
I'm ready.
80 minutes. Yeah. I said to you, he had a stint before half time. I'm pretty sure you went, nah. He played 80 minutes.
80 minutes.
And looked as damaging as ever from the first minute. I think 10 minutes in.
Don't care what anyone says, he is one of a kind.
Yeah, saves a try. I think it was early. I think it's late in the second half. Double cramps up.
Yeah.
Still the last 10 minutes. Absolutely massive.
Yeah.
Building for the Broncos. Shout out to Corey Jensen as well. There are so many guys. Hetherington going to Manly next year.
But your forward pack stepped up as well. I thought Ben Tolte off the bench did his job. Hetherington was good.
Willison coming back. Gets another week. I think the best bit is having another week of running in his legs.
Wasn't Willison the difference, really?
Yeah.
Having that attacking edge, like Pia Kuda, he does really, really well, runs really hard lines.
Yep.
Effort is always at maximum for him, but you put Willison there, he's just different.
Yeah.
Like, he's such a big body, but he's still pretty quick.
If you haven't seen him live, just to give it perspective, he is a head and a bit taller than Haas.
And Haas is huge.
Haas is huge. I saw him from the sideline and thought, you are only like half a head bigger than me.
Yeah.
Like that, what is he, 6? I'm sure he's 6'6".
He's humongous,
and he's massive.
Yeah. Well, have a look at when the Broncos started to dominate. Yeah. Like, it was second half, right? Like I said to you, they probably had a very similar game plan to that 2023 grand final, attacking Cleary's edge.
Yeah.
Madge, really good coaching by Madge, because he goes, we need to change it up. Hunt, you're going to start creating stuff around that ruck.
Yeah.
What does he do to force Cleary to try and take an intercept? He's going to hit Willison short.
Yeah, over
He comes out, takes that half a step, plays on that advantage line, and then Cleary makes the mistake, but
still he intercepts that. It's incredible again.
It's incredible. It's
the
an
vision.
Incredible play.
You should dummy. Like, it's just so. There's so many moments that Cleary ices everything that he does.
Yeah.
That 40 metres when he came back, he's back at the 40. If you hit him on the chest, he probably kicks it.
But he's never doing that. The defensive structure of Penrith is we're set, and you will come to us.
Yeah.
We're going to come all together in unison as one line. He had to shoot to shut it down. Like,
if that ball bounces that way rather than down, he's just knocked it off. Like, and Broncos under pressure.
Your ruck awareness and the creativity around the ruck made them break their defensive structure.
Yeah.
Like, that is such a compliment to the Broncos' play style.
But what was that as well? Finally, it was, hey, Reno, you're 7. Whilst you're at the back, Hunty, you're 9, run.
Yeah.
Run. How many? I think he ran probably it felt like 3 or 4 times watching the game.
Yeah.
Were they the right times? Yeah, I think they were. Should he have run more? Maybe.
Yeah.
But it was. I'm not a huge fan. You can tell me as a hooker, a rugby league hooker by trade, and also playing for Parramatta and trialing for Parramatta. The left side. Do you like a player coming out doing a bit of the talent de Silva, the left and then going right? I kind of like a dummy and go.
I like a crisp.
I like a crisp, but also like a dummy. He was taking a couple steps. Maybe it was to go, hey, I'm gonna move, and then he did move, but he went straight away. So
I think with that, you're trying to drag
a little shift.
So obviously you have like short side, long side.
Yeah.
You're gonna try and drag that long side in a bit.
Yeah.
So if naturally everyone sort of
Just
creeps in
even
that
one
one or
step
two
or
steps,
two.
you're just creating a little bit more space. But I think if you have a nice crisp pass, you can fake one way and give.
Well, shout out to it doesn't even have to be the fade one way and come the other. Mitch Kenny.
Yeah. Well, if we go to that straight away, it was 4 and 4.
Try.
It was 4 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
And all it took was a pass from Mitch Kenny and a terrific decoy.
Yep.
Who ran that decoy?
think
Would have been Liam Martin.
I think it might have been, and with that, so that was at the back. Would have been Cleary into Edwards because I think they cut Cleary out and went to Edwards.
No, it was straight to Edwards from Mitch
Straight to
Kenny.
Edwards.
Liam Martin decoy out the back to Edwards.
Yeah.
And then Edwards to
Tap on.
Tungo to Alamotti.
Basically twice. It just felt like that twice.
That was, but it was just so balanced as well. Like they flooded the middle, they sent a lot of traffic there, and then they just exploited your edges. Like, and to think that it was probably the edge that they're going to target anyway. Like your left edge is always a bit jammy.
Yeah.
Especially with Shibba there. I think he does love that at 2 men to love. He loves to hit.
Yeah.
But
well,
crazy.
something I wanted to talk about before we get to the end of the pod. Battle of the 18th man. Arthurs v Laurie.
Yeah.
Does it get better than that?
Real hot.
Yeah.
Real hot too.
Oh, sexy one.
In their own way too.
Yeah.
Very different.
Mm.
But I think it's very new age, both of them.
That's the best. That like to have these two high quality players. This is the Bears. The Bears are shouting.
Oh.
You'd be looking at who the Nelsons have been 18th man. Like Arthurs and Laurie. You've even had at one stage, I think. Who do we have 18th man that was really good? I think we've had a Shibasaki around there. We've had a lot of the starters for the team in 18th man. Milky Jenkins has been there as well. Misses this.
Yeah. It's
Like
crazy.
Scotty
It's depth,
Sorensen.
bro. It's depth. The best teams.
Yeah.
The best teams in the comp have the best depth.
Exactly.
We've said
And
it
probably
from trial one through to now the grand
Well,
final.
you look at the top 8.
Yeah.
Canberra, Cronulla, Storm,
Depth,
Broncos. At
depth.
times they've built themselves into the depth.
Depth in key
well,
areas.
Bulldogs as well. We looked at it at the start. They've probably been the letdown of the bench.
Yeah.
Just at times, I think the Tupanua binnings and stuff has hurt you, and the current little drop-offs in form. But enough of the Dogs. Sorry, I just saw your jersey.
Thanks, mate.
I think what I wrote was, but when I was in my feels, need a huge second half. The only thing that beats a boring championship side is creativity and balls.
Yeah.
And we've got it in spades.
Yeah.
We're going to need a huge second half. We can come back from 14-0 down, but that's what we need.
But
And that's what I wrote, and I didn't write anything post that.
What do you think about Walsh going, nah, Renault, you're going to kick this.
I like it.
You're going to kick this.
I like it.
And Renault just cool as ice, bro.
Do you know what the difference is as well? That's a harder side for the right footer. That's
Yeah.
a better side for Walsh.
Literally.
Walsh slots those
You
every
know why?
time.
If Walsh didn't miss that
Yeah.
that one close to the thing, I think he would have had the confidence to say, no.
And
I'll
maybe
take
even
it.
taken the 2 points before that with the opportunity where we
I
went
said-
down made the error.
I thought that was going to be the thing that lost you the game.
Yep.
I said I think they should have taken the
At
2.
14-10?
Still, 22 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I thought you should have taken the 2 to bring it to a
14-10?
6-point
Yeah,
margin.
exactly. It would have been 14-10, 14-12.
Yeah.
Then we kick the goal, 14 all. We go to 2-point field goal. You never know. We go to field goal like to even it up.
Yeah.
We're in a grand final. I can't believe it.
Congratulations, mate.
Thank you, mate. And thank you for
From a
jumping on
Bulldog-
too.
From a Bulldog supporter, it is actually nice to see. As much
Yeah.
as I want to say that I don't want a Queensland team to win the grand final, but now that there's no Sydney teams anyway, I am officially on the Broncos bandwagon.
Well, let's go to
officially.
it. The grand final. It will. We think it's around 4:05 on the Sunday.
Yeah.
But we're not 100% sure. It hasn't come out yet. It might be on now, but it's a bit early for us to check, and also we don't have a phone to check.
Just a quick.
Yeah.
I just had something pop into my head.
Mm.
You were talking Coach of the Year earlier.
Yeah.
Ricky Stewart, Cameron Ciraldo, Michael Maguire. Do you
Yeah.
think it's a 2-horse race between Stewart and Madge?
Yes, I do.
So you've been trying to convince me for the last 24 hours that it should be Madge.
Yep.
Michael Maguire just went from coaching New Zealand to a Pacific Championship trophy into winning an Origin series with the Blues after losing game 1 at home.
Mm.
He has now taken a side who didn't even make the 8 last year into a grand final.
Mm.
Is that better than taking a so-called wooden spoon team to a minor premiership. Both huge in their own respect. What's your opinion? Take your bias out of it.
Looking at it without bias, it's hard to go past Madge. I think due to the Dally M's being the Wednesday after this prelim match, the coaching masterclass, having 4 halves on the field, Smoothie at 13 without Carrigan, I think Madge wins it.
Recency bias.
Purely getting to the grand final off, like Penrith, you could even say Penrith or Broncos, both coaches could win that if they were in it. Due to coming to where they were to, I said mid-year we'd lose every game from now on if we don't perform and Madge doesn't start doing things that he needs to do. And obviously he knows, he's got the coaching staff around him. Shout out to Matt Ballin as well.
Yeah.
I think he wins. What do you think now, coming off emotion last night, watching it, having a chat with me yesterday?
I think they will use it as a bit of fuel.
Yeah.
To add to their, I suppose, just
decision.
how they pick it. Yeah, to the decision. I think they will go Madge now. But again, I'd be happy if either one.
I agree.
I'm happy.
I'm not
as a
saying
neutral, hands up. I think Cameron Serrato won't be even in contention,
Yeah.
even though he's
nominated. Yeah.
I think those other two deserve.
Yeah, I'm going with Madge.
Deserve it.
I'm sitting with Madge now.
Craig Bellamy hard done by.
Big time.
Yeah.
Huge. People had them not making the 8.
Yeah.
Losing players. You don't have halves most of the year. Your fullback's out every second week.
Yeah.
Your forwards, you've got no forwards.
Crazy.
Mate, they bring up Lasati. Nelson can't make the side.
Yeah.
Lasati, an absolute gun. Alec McDonald, shout out too.
Oh, well.
All right, we've got to move. Our missus will be hating us. Also, I'm completely sunned out now, as you can see on YouTube. If you haven't already, actually, no, we need to get to our grand final preview.
Grand final preview.
Grand final tips and predictions. Broncos, Penrith. No, that's incorrect. The sun in my eyes is stuff in my head. It is the Broncos and the Melbourne Storm. Thoughts?
It is. Well, Broncos and Melbourne Storm.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Don't worry about this, who cares?
Nah, you need to go here. You need another time.
I don't even care, man.
You need to do it properly, mate.
I don't care.
We are just all about efficiency.
2:30 a.m. for us.
2:30 a.m. So that'll be what?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. We can't even
out.
work it out. That'll be 4:30 actually.
It'll be 4:30.
It started at 4:05. It was 2:05 kick game.
It'll be 4:30. We'll be in New York. It's the grand final preview. Yeah, on Spotify this will sound weird, but who cares? We're doing it for the video. The grand final preview, Mez. Tips and predictions. Sunday, 5th of October. Melbourne Storm. Brisbane Broncos. You can go first, because you know who I'm going.
I don't think I can go anything different to you, my friend. I don't think I can.
Love that.
I'm going to go the Broncos. Will it be tight? For some reason, I'm thinking it's going to be 13 plus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Broncos 13 plus.
Yeah. It might be 13 on the nose. I am in a little bit of form, just saying. Bit of a bang has been happening quite a lot. But I think, I'm going to go Broncos by 13.
Yeah, I'm going to go Broncos by 8. Broncos by 8.
That's nice,
I hope so.
Can I get a Clive Churchill? My Clive Churchill,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Benny Hunt.
Ben Hunt.
I think the Cinderella story caps off and he wins the Clive.
Yeah.
He wins the grand final. And who knows, he might say, I'm done. I'm
going to
shutting
go.
up shop.
Yeah, I like that. Or maybe. I'm going to go Payne Haas. I think he has another big one, dominates through the middle. It makes the outside backs and our team look good in general.
And goes down
Rolls
as
them.
the greatest forward of all time.
Yeah.
It's already solidified for me anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Love you, Payne.
Definitely. Love you,
Love you,
Payne. Done. Adrian, what a podcast. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope it actually worked. If you haven't already, please follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Like us on Facebook. This is all at Bump Outdoor Podcast. Subscribe. Watch us on YouTube. You don't get better views than this.
Literally.
Also, feel free to leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
No less.
Adrian, have a very successful week. Love you, mate.
Thank you, mate. You too. Love you. Bye.
Grand final.
Let's go.